Hello, welcome back to the Wild Hunt. I'm an idiot, and today we're back with Angelic Chaos Reboot. Why am I an idiot? Well, that's because I was actually gonna stream today. But then I got distracted with something, and suddenly it was like 10 p.m., and I had not eaten dinner yet. It is now 11 p.m. I'm not starting a stream at 11 p.m. And there's always the option of just streaming on a Thursday or something, maybe. Who fucking knows? Either way, silence. July is almost over, with August right around the corner. Only 1 month remains of our summer break. Oh no. Not the end of summer break! You can't just mention the S word to a Kingdom Hearts fan. That's all the time I have to fix things, to hone the senses that Kurumi taught me. Having said that, I have no idea how to even begin, so I'm doing a bit of meditating. I calm my heart and engage in dialogue with the powers within me. While I'm not sure this will be entirely effective, I can hardly think of anything better to do on my own. Logically speaking, the most efficient thing to do would be to repeat the exact same thing we did last time. But while I'm fine putting myself at risk, I'm not about to put Kurumi at risk. Sure, it was a desperate situation, so I managed to force myself to focus on suppressing Amane that one time. But who's to say I can do it again? Being so close to her is bound to bring about intrusive thoughts, and what if she manages to read one of them? I doubt she'd particularly care. She probably has some intrusive thoughts of her own, but still. My attempt at meditation has failed. It's been a few days since I went over to Kurumi's. We've been texting in the meantime, but haven't met up face to face. Things got extremely awkward after we got caught up in the moment and kissed. No, it was my first ever kiss, and it was amazing. I've spent the whole time telling her how I want to wait until I'm better, but I know if I were to see her now, I'd get the urge to start kissing her again. She'd probably let me do it too. It'd go on for hours on end, and we get none of our homework done. These thoughts start getting me depressed all over again. Why do I have to be impatient now of all times? In any case, that's why I haven't tried to see her yet. Ideally, we wouldn't see each other until after I've recovered from my ED, but who knows when that will be. So instead, I've decided to just wait until my emotions have calmed a little. Besides, she's gonna be hanging out with Kinoshita and Shiraishi too, so I can't be monopolizing all of her free time. With a few days on the grand scheme of things, I'll be able to cool my head in the meantime. I'm pretty sure today is the day the three of them are going to the beach. But we're still getting flashbacks of her past life, so I hope this is a nice distraction for her. My phone starts to buzz and doesn't stop. Must be a phone call. I have a good idea who it's from. End my meditation session, I pick up my phone from the desk. The screen reads Kurumi, but I bet she's not the one on the other end of the line. I answer the call and raise my phone to my ear. Hello? What did I tell you? I've come to expect this by now. What's up? Thought you guys were going to the beach today.
そうです。実は大事な彼女さんと海に来てます。
Well, you sound like you're having fun.
ウェイ、彼氏くん聞いてる？
Yes?
ビーチにはウェイウェイな野郎どもがいっぱいいるんすけど、
Okay.
くるみのことはがっつりガードするんで。ナンパとかノーセンキューなんで安心してね。
Oh, thanks.
そんだけ。じゃね。
Wait, put Kurumi on. Oh, they hang up. That store's so chaotic. Although I do appreciate them calling to reassure me. Truth is, I was worried a little. I know it's a reg coming from the guy who hasn't even agreed to fully go out with her, but yeah, I was getting paranoid. Pathetic, really. A little while later, I get a text from Kurumi apologizing. I tell her how to have fun and put my phone back on my desk. She and I have agreed to go to the beach together in August, so I have until then to get myself back to normal. And what do I want once that point comes exactly? Well, there's only one answer. I sigh again. Lately, I've been thinking about my dick a whole lot more. Lust is a powerful motivator, but it really is pathetic that it's my primary motivator. No, it's better than giving in to depression. I just have to believe that my desire to allow me to overcome my ED, that my desires will allow me to overcome my ED and do what I can. Alright then, after meditating comes yoga. I realize this is even less likely to help than meditating, but yoga has the whole mystical vibe to it, so who knows. I've heard that mastering yoga lets you breathe fire and even lengthen your limbs. Okay, fucking Dulcim, calm the fuck down. Pick up my phone again and open the view pipe. What kind of videos will help me get in the zone? Call me on for 30 minutes of meditative yoga. Should do the trick. Sit on the floor and position my phone so I can see it and press play. Then follow the instructions given by the video. Someone's gonna walk in. That's harder than I was expecting. It has said meditative yoga, but it feels like I'm doing gymnastics. My body begins to warm up as I stretch my muscles. Hell, I feel fitter already. Perhaps working on my posture will also improve the flexibility of my mana. Or maybe that's just wishful thinking. Either way, I have no better ideas. Here goes nothing. I'm not sure my legs are supposed to bend like this.
He's
not masturbating, don't worry. He can't still.
いろいろ試しているみたいだね。魔王の力を制御するために。昨日ちらっと覗いたら変な体操してた。効果あるのあれ。どうだろうね。手探りなのは仕方ないよ。僕もかぐやも効果的なアドバイスはしてあげられないし。急に頑張り始めたよね。まあ、前から頑張ってはいたけどさ。今まで以上にもどかしいだろうしね。くるみとのこともあるし。ん？くるみ先輩とのことって？
Oh yeah, right, she has no fucking idea. Ah.
え？何？あってなんでもない。なんでもないよ。めっちゃ動揺してるし。え？ちょっと待って。そういえばちょっと前ゲームしてるときくるみ先輩がりっくんって口滑らせてて。え、もしかして二人付き合ってる？いつから？僕は何も言ってないよ。顔を見ればわかるから。いつから？ねえ、いつから？知らない。僕もこの前キスしてるの見ただけで。キス？登録したぞ。うわー、いつの間に。あの野郎は。できればそっとしてあげてほしいというか。別に茶化したりするつもりはないけどさ。次から一緒にゲームするの気まずいじゃん。なんかすまないリック。天使創造リブート。フローチャート画面だね。
Very short fucking subchapter. Amane now.
デートっすか？
Huh?
くるみ先輩とデートっすか？
No, I was awkwardly looking away from me. I got the feeling she accidentally let it slip rather than told her intentionally. Of course, that would mean that Amane knows about the kiss too. I don't care if she knows, but explaining the whole tentative thing is probably more trouble than it's worth. See you later. I walk straight out the front door, leaving Amane behind me. This is probably going to come back to bite me when I get home, but oh well, I'm asserting my right to remain silent. As so happens, I'm gonna hit the nail on the head. Kurumi and I have a date planned, and but we haven't agreed to do anything specific. The only thing confirmed so far is that we're meeting at the Starbucks by the station. We probably spent a few hours chatting about her trip to the beach the other day, whatever else, then say goodbye. The real purpose is seeing each other rather than doing anything specifically. It's pretty annoying having to come up with a reason to see each other now that there isn't school. We're off at the Starbucks. Whoever gets here first is supposed to grab a table for the two of us.
Oh, Rick-kun, yahoo!
Kurumi's waiting for me outside the store. I guess she wasn't able to get the table immediately. Sorry, were you waiting long?
今来たとこ。これ、一回行ってみたかった。
Same too, but to be honest, looks pretty crowded here though.
そうなんだよね。中も外も満席。違うお店行こっか。
We could grab some drinks and head to the park.
あ、いいねそれ。デートっぽい。そうしようそうしよう。
Are you sure though? It's really hot out.
風あるし、日陰なら涼しいじゃない？お店探して歩き回るより全然いいかな。
Alright, let's get some drinks and head on over then. Oh.
大丈夫？
Yeah, I'm fine. So crowded that I ended up bumping into another customer. Make sure to watch where I'm walking this time as we join the line that stretches all the way out to the cafe. It's gonna take a while.
だいたい混んでるよね、ここ。
Is it? I've come by here a lot. Do you?
ああ、どうだろう。学院帰りにたまに？ボスバの方が多いかも。安いし。
Oh, so you're a fan too.
こっちは値段もカロリーも爆上がりだから。毎日飲んでたらやばい。
Aren't those rings with all the cream in them supposed to be like 1,000 calories?
そう、やばい。でも美味しいんだよね。
We chat as we wait in line. Lately we spend a lot of time discussing our past lives, so it makes a nice change of pace to talk about something consequential. The line sluggishly takes us into the cafe and eventually up to the counter. After picking up the drinks we ordered, we head to the park.
あの辺はどう？
Seems good to me. We sit together under a tree. We sit down together under a tree. Pretty nice in the shade.
いただきます。
She starts sucking on her straw and I quench my thirst with my iced coffee. Conversation was flowing naturally, but it's come to an abrupt halt. Now I've noticed the silence, I can't ignore it, so I bring up the first thing that comes to mind. How was the beach?
楽しかったよ。てか、ごめんね。チカと楓が。
Nah, I'm used to it by now.
慣れたって言われるほどやっちゃってるってことだよね。なんで私のスマホ使うかな。二人ともリックンの ID 知ってるのに。てか、電話自体するなし。
They're being considerate.
気遣い？騒ぎたいだけじゃない？
Sure, they get a kick out of it, but that's not all it was about. It's like when they asked me to come to Starbucks that one time. They wanted to make sure I wasn't getting the wrong idea.
誤解？
Oh, crap, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
なに？
They wanted me to know that you wouldn't just ask anyone to go out with you for the heck of it, basically.
そう言われたの？
Not in those exact words, but yeah.
いつ？私がリックンのコーヒー買いに行ってる時か。
Yeah, they were looking out for you, trying to help in their own way.
なんだよあいつら。泣かせるじゃん。
I think they called me the other day because they were concerned. And I'd definitely been considering the possibility that guys were hitting on you.
そういう風に思ってくれてたんだ。
Well, I mean, a little. Can't be too careful when my girlfriend's as cute as you are, can I?
急に褒めるじゃん。
Oh? Huh? Oh, crap, I was trying to hide my embarrassment, but I ended up saying something even more embarrassing.
ありがとう。可愛いって言ってくれて。
Man, that's true. You are cute.
やばい。照れる。てか、なんかごめん。普通に海行っちゃって。そうだよね。ナンパの心配するよね。
I don't have to apologize for that. I was just being paranoid. It's embarrassing that Shiraishi Kurita realized that, mind you.
自分で気づけなかったのが悔しいな。あの二人、何にも考えてなさそうで、実は気遣いの鬼なんだよね。てか、そうだ。 りっくんと付き合ってなくても別にナンパ待ちで海行こうとしてたわけじゃないからね。
Don't worry, I know.
そっか。りっくん私のこと遊び人だと思ってる節あるからな。おい、なぜ黙る？
Until recently, I did think that, yeah.
失礼な。ちゃんと処女ですから私。
Yeah, he is fairly well acquainted with that fact. You screamed it at him.
私今何言った？
You really want me to repeat it?
いいです。言わなくていいです。
Well, I knew that already. You already told me before.
ですね。てか、りっくんもだよね。
Huh?
一応聞いとこうかなと。
Never told you?
付き合ったことない的なことは聞きましたが、なんか私だけぶっちゃけちゃったし。
You're guilt tripping me.
りっくんもですよね。
Yeah, I'm a virgin.
だよね。
Finally got the conversation going again, only for it to die down. What can we talk about next? We've already covered the trip to the beach. If I can't think of anything, why am I so bad at conversation?
この後どうする？
Oh, good question. We could go shopping?
何かある？欲しいもの。
Not particularly.
あ、そうだ。お互いに買うのとかは？
Like a present.
なんでもいいし、アクセとかそれ以外でも。
Buying each other presents sounds good to me.
でしょ？お互いのセンスに任せる感じで。
Now you're really laying on the pressure.
なんでもいいってば。なんでも嬉しいし。
It's for you to say. You're not the one buying a girl a present. Whoa. Bird shit plopped down right in front of me.
うわあ、大丈夫？
Yeah, but man, that was close.
鳥の巣あるのかな？移動しよっか。
Yeah. We scamper off from under the tree while cautiously looking above us. I give myself a quick scan to make sure, and fortunately there's no shit on my clothes or shoes. Didn't get on my head, right? Did I?
大丈夫。
Thanks. Never thought that would happen.
たまにあるよね。無駄に空を気にしちゃうやつ。
Gotta struggle to keep my eyes on the ground level for a while, I think.
じゃあ屋根のある場所行きますか。
Nah, let's hit up the shopping mall. More choice there.
賛
I mean, isn't there room for the shopping mall? Back to the station we go then. We leave the park and head back toward the station. I keep on checking the skies above me the whole way there, watching out for raining bird shit. Fortunately, we make it to the station without incident and quickly hop on a train. Seats are all taken, so we end up standing together next to the door. In order to not get in anyone's way, we end up closer than usual. I really shouldn't be getting so nervous from this, but now that we've kissed and all, not now that we've kissed and all, but I am. So things are awkward once more. Conversation just doesn't happen. Relief washes over me when the door opens at our station. Strangely enough, conversation starts up again as we walk towards the mall. Yeah, there's a fucking
成。
roof
よ
here.
ーし。
Hey, what do you mean? Like, oh, no, we don't need to care about a roof. Let's just go to the mall. A bigger selection. What's this, Riku? What's this? Tell me, Riku. While you're at it, tell me my fucking eye is twitching here again. Face muscle, I should say, not eye. We've arrived at the shopping mall. We're now going to buy each other presents.
ここでまさかの提案です。
ん？
別行動で。
And buy the presents separately.
はい。一緒だと何買うか分かっちゃうし。
Want it to be a surprise?
欲しい。もらうまでワクワクしたい。
Better pick out something good then.
私もめっちゃ真剣に選ぶ。そうだな。1時間でいい？短い？
That's fine.
よし。じゃあ、待った。上限決めておいた方がいいよね。
On spending?
5000はちょっと高いか。2000、3000円以内。3000円以内だけど、別に1000円でも100円でも OK。オーバーするのは NG。あ、でも3000円もちょっと高い？
Nah, it's pretty good. It's a present, so I don't want it being too cheap.
OK。じゃあ制限時間1時間で3000円以内。
And it doesn't have to be something specific?
なし。食べ物でもいいし、何でもありで。
Gotcha.
では、1時間後にまたここで解散。
Kurumi walks off and decides to head in the opposite direction. As far as presents for a girl go, the first thing that comes to mind is jewelry. Kurumi wears quite a lot of that stuff. Although it means I'll have to have it worse if I pick out the wrong thing. I don't wear jewelry myself, so I don't even know how much they cost. With their 3,000 yen limit, anything I buy is going to be on the cheaper side. I wonder if you can buy a silver ring for this much. Wait, a ring? No way, that's too much. Necklace would be better, wouldn't it? Honestly, I don't have a clue. I'll take a look around for now and hope inspiration strikes. I gather my resolve and enter a store I've never been in or thought about going in before. From what I can tell, it's a store that sells jewelry for young people. All the customers look young to me, at least. They're all girls, which makes me feel awkward, but they're not paying me any attention, so I can take my time choosing something. These are cheaper than I was expecting. Some even though they're 1,000 yen. I'll buy one that's more expensive or several cheaper ones together. Okay, now. I've decided against getting her jewelry. What if I get her something she doesn't like, and then she feels obligated to wear it? If I'm gonna buy her an accessory, it'll be when we're shopping together. I'll leave the store and try to come up with a new plan. That's tough. I'm sure she'd appreciate the gift, whatever it is, but if I'm buying her a present, I want it to be something she'd like. It's hard to go wrong with food, and she could always share it with her family. Also wrong. Walk around in my mind, still not made up. Pick out stores at random, wander aimlessly through them, only to leave empty-handed. That happens over and over again. I assumed I'd never need a whole hour to go shopping, but I couldn't have been more wrong. Time is running short, and I'm starting to panic. In my desperation, I turned to a more general store selling a variety of things. Maybe I won't find some near, but it might help me narrow my search. My eyes come to a halt. Wasn't anything too special, but yeah, this is it. I return to the meeting place and find Kurumi sitting on the bench waiting for me. She notices me and waves, head on over and sit down next to her. Barely made it in time.
もうちょっと長くすればよかったね。私もギリギリだった。
She smiled, a small bag placed on her lap.
私からいいっすか?
Oh, sure, I'm getting kind of nervous now.
私も心臓バクバク。気に入ってくれるといいんだけど。はい。
She moves the bag over to my lap. I peer inside it. There's a small white box, simple in design. Can I open it? Take the box out of the bag. So what's this? All the writing's in English. Perfume, I think it says? Hold on. It's perfume called Grim Reaper Butterfly. Stop.
です。
Oh, it looks so fancy.
りっくん、つけてないよね。
Nope, never have.
かなりね、迷ったんだよね。香りってめっちゃ好みあるし。
Yeah, but the important part is it perfume or is it cologne? Like we all know, like women's perfume, like perfume, like specifically women's perfume. Even you have to fucking reapply it. That's the fucking meme, isn't it? Like they have to reapply it every hour or so, while the men can go through a nuclear apocalypse and still smell of cologne.
だからもう完全に私の好み。てか、私も使ってるやつ買っちゃった。
How is it?
よくつけてる。
I don't love it. I always catch myself thinking how nice you smell.
マジ？よかった。
I always figured that was your shampoo, though, not perfume.
石鹸系の香りだから近いよ。 そんな感じ。男の子つけても全然いいやつ。
Thanks, I've never used perfume before, but I think I'm gonna like it.
よかった。いやもうほんとね、完全にね、自己満なプレゼントだからさ。自己満っていうか、独占欲的な。
That's so? She begins to blush as he hesitantly elaborates.
だから、私といない時も香りで私を思い出せ的な。
Ah.
ヒート
No, makes me really happy.
ならいいかな。そんな感じで私の欲にまみれたプレゼントですけど、よかったら使ってください。
Thanks. Oh well. You're meant to spray it on your wrists, right?
そうだね。手首は定番だけど、首の裏とか肘の裏？内側？
Huh.
私はくるぶしとか膝の裏につけてる。あと腰とかもありかも。
Jesus Christ. I didn't realize perfume was so complicated.
はい。私のプレゼントはそんな感じです。
Listen. Neck, wrists. That's fucking enough. When is someone going to go down to your ankles to smell them? It is much more likely for someone to smell your neck, something on your neck as they pass by you, or smell like the cologne on your hand after like a handshake. No one is going to like fucking rub your ankles and smell all over them. That was, I don't know, that I know what was supposed to mean, but by God was it fly coated. Fucking, I accidentally touched my glasses and now there's goddamn smudge on there. I hate it. Now it's my turn, huh? The time has finally arrived. Put the perfume back into the bag and place it on my lamp. And then hold Kurumi's present out to her. Here.
ありがとうございます。
She takes it. Then she peers into the bag like I did with mine.
ハンカチ
Yeah, feels a bit boring after the perfume. Kurumi excitedly takes the handkerchief out of the bag. I put a lot of thought into picking this one out, but ultimately it really is boringly simple. Wanted to pick some that you'd get a lot of use out of, like you did for me, I guess. But I was worried about getting jewelry you wouldn't like, so I figured that something you could keep in your bag would be better. I don't want to get something too flashy either, since I want you to actually use it. Do you like it? She nods. Then she clutches the handkerchief to her chest.
ありがとう。一生大事にする。
She smiles happily at me. Her genuine delight brings me both relief and another more powerful emotion. I think this might be love. Suddenly I find myself unable to speak or even look her in the eyes. My eyes continue to dart around as I force myself to stammer out a sentence. I'm glad you like it. Really glad.
ほんと嬉しい。ありがとう。大事に使う。やっぱ、ほんと嬉しい。やっぱ使えないかも。
Well, you should use it. I can buy you another one if it gets worn out. I'll use the perfume too.
使ってやってください。
She puts the handkerchief back in its bag, which she then puts into her bag with exaggerated cautiousness. I put the perfume into mine, and my following actions come so instinctively they catch even me by surprise. Take hold of her hand. She doesn't say anything and takes hold of mine in return. The shopping mall is extremely busy today, and neither of us care about who may be watching.
ど うしよっか。どっかお店入る？
We could go see a movie again.
あ、いいかも。ちょうどいい時間のあるかな？
We all look close together to look at our phones, still hand in hand. There was one starting in 20 minutes, so we decided to go see it even though neither of us knew anything about it. We walked to the theater quickly, still holding hands, of course. Fortunately, we have to let go to actually purchase our tickets, but we soon start holding hands again, and in fact continue to do so all throughout the movie. It's one of those flashy action flicks that are more style than substance. Easy enough to follow in theory, but I barely take any of it in. Far too focused on her hand. It's a rather emotional moment for me. We're on a date. Typical normal everyday date. And that has me thinking that maybe it's a good thing that I'm cursed like this. I'd be other horny as fuck otherwise. Probably I don't hold myself back too. There we know what of God to spend these peaceful moments together. Perhaps my impotence is why we're able to take things slowly. Going step by step, slowly nurturing our relationship. On one hand, I feel like I'm forcing myself to look on the bright side. On the other, just having these thoughts is a good sign that I'm starting to feel more comfortable. I'm satisfied with where we are right now. Yes, my problems still smolder inside me, and the urge to do something about them is no less strong. But right now, at least, I'm happy. One lucky guy, that's for sure.
そろそろ帰ろっか。
Yeah. Sun's setting. So it's time, unfortunately, for us to say goodbye. We'll be together until we reach the station. Then we'll embark on different trains.
じゃあね。
Yeah, see her. I wave goodbye to her before going on my own train. The moment I'm left alone is when loneliness strikes. I'm in love, I think to myself, before smiling at how cliched it is. I need to fix myself quickly, so that our relationship can progress into something more definite. I got off at my station and started making my way home. Maybe I'll test out the perfume she bought me when I get back, though I don't want to waste it. Should save it for when I'm going out somewhere. Okay, I'll come up with something to do tomorrow, no matter how trivial. I know we're still only tentatively dating, but I've been having so much fun with her. My impotence made me feel like it was the end of the world. Just goes to show that you never know what life will throw at you next. There's a huge issue in my life right now, but the positives more than make up for it. I remember how I felt back in the theater. I'm happy right now. I'm one lucky... Oh! Wind carries ran a plastic bag right into my face. There it sticks for several seconds, despite my desperate struggle to pull it off. It flaps against my cheeks for a while before the wind carries it off into the distance. I was feeling so good about myself, now it's ruined. What's happening today? First the bird almost shits on me, now this. The black cat purrs as it crosses right in front of me. On any other day, let's just think about how cute it is. Come on, black cats are the most cliched of bad omens, surely not. Some people even say it's a good luck to be shot on by a bird. If you look at the bigger picture, there can be no doubt that I'm one lucky. The very same plastic bag dances back with the wind to slap against my face. I'm so lucky, aren't I? Why were there poker cards?
フローチャート画面よ。
Something's wrong here. Too many things have happened to write it all off as a coincidence. Usually we'll just laugh off these things, but if they continue to happening to me today. Amend the story. Want anything?
じゃあアイス。
No.
僕は大丈夫。
Alright, so ice cream for you.
いつもすまない。ありがとう。
I'll be back in a bit.
いってらー。
What?
香水？
Yeah?
え？お兄、香水つけてんの？
Since forever, why comment on it now?
今さらって。あのお兄が。
Keep it up, and you're not getting any ice cream.
別にバカにしてない。びっくりしただけ。
Didn't sound that way to me. Well, anyway, I'll be back.
いってらっしゃい。はあ、お兄がどんどんくるみ先輩に染まってゆく。何か問題でもある？問題はないけどさ。なんか複雑。
This is the first time we've seen this fucking background. Why are there no people? Come on, give me people to spot in the background. We've barely had any use of representation in the back. I'm sad to go out of my way and head to the next store over. If nothing happens, I'll write it off as a coincidence. But if something does happen... Oh, nothing yet, and I'm almost at the store. Just me being paranoid again, I guess. Shrill metallic creaking gets me to turn around. Is that coming from the construction site? It must be in the middle of... Wait. Holy shit, it's collapsing! What? That? Start running. Right as the scaffolding begins to collapse, sending metal sheets and pipes spilling out over the road. Holy shit, 1 second later and I'd be splattered all over the pavement. A bunch of confused, panicked workers emerged from the construction site. Fortunately, there were no injuries. This can't be a coincidence. I might very well be the cause of these incidents. I'll leave before any more accidents happen. I need to get home. This isn't something I can handle by myself. Well, I certainly don't want to entertain it, if I'm right about this. Noah? Sorry, I've got a bit of an emergency on my hands. I was walking past on the construction site when the scaffolding collapsed. You're telling me things are 100 times worse than I thought they were, so I rushed home. I sit myself down in front of Noah. A lot of weird things have been happening to me lately. It was only small stuff at first, and I thought it was just a stroke of bad luck. A bird almost crapped on me, plastic bags kept flying into my face. Stove also out of the ice cream was looking for, and I kept slamming my little toe against the table leg. Anyways, it's been one thing after another. I wanted to believe that, but the thing at the construction site happened. I nearly died. Hard to believe it isn't all connected after that. I think it's possible. Part of me still wants to believe it's all just a coincidence, but... Exactly, it makes it feel a lot more possible. If I'm just being paranoid, then great. But I think we should look into it just in case. Don't want to brush it off as a coincidence, only for it to get even worse down the line. Give no directions to the construction site. Sorry to make you do this when I have no evidence. Got it. Too bad living it all to them. But I know I wouldn't be much help anyway. Hopefully I'm just being paranoid. I know, but like, things have been gradually getting worse, and this latest incident was way worse than all the others. They'd have to be close to by to keep casting magic on me, though. Now they know the Kaguya's watching me like a hawk, and I feel like they have to be more indirect. Either way, we don't have enough to say for sure. We don't know enough to say for sure. Let's just wait for Noah to get back. Hopefully there's no cause for concern, but if someone from that other world has come back here to try and steal Diablo's powers, then it's likely we'll have another fight on our hands. Stare down at my palms. Last time I tried using my own magic, but have backfired. I don't want to go through that again. It's been roughly an hour. Noah has finally returned with Kaguya and Oria in tow.
早速結果だけ伝えると、痕跡は特に残っていませんでした。
Right, sorry to send you out there then. I guess I was just being paranoid after all.
安易にそう片付けていいのかしらってところよね。
Kaguya sits down on the sofa and crosses her legs.
痕跡を残さなかっただけで、実際にリクは狙われていたのかもしれない。
But you haven't received word from your contacts. Wouldn't that rule out the gate having been opened?
ええ、私たちの知る範囲ではね。監視の目が届かぬ場所でゲートが開かれている可能性は残念ながら捨てきれません。リクの思い過ごしだった。この可能性はひとまず捨てましょう。楽観的に構えて事態を悪化させるのは愚者の行いだわ。私に察知されないよう魔法の使用を避けている。あるいは私の目を欺けるほどの手だれか。それってお兄を殺そうとしている人がいるってことですよね。そうね。暗殺者がいるという前提で備えるべきでしょうね。
Want to kill me? Last time they were only up to my powers.
殺してしまえば誰にも奪われない。そう考える者が現れてもおかしくはないけれど。
However,
やり方が少し腑に落ちないのよね。ビニール袋をお兄に投げつける暗殺者。
are you sure I'm not being paranoid?
数々の不運の中に偶然起こったものと実際に視覚が起こしたものが混在しているんじゃないかな。工事現場の足場が倒壊するなんて頻繁に起こることじゃないよね。
No, otherwise it'd be all over the news.
だとすればかぐやの言った通り楽観視はできないよ。視覚がいるものとして警戒した方がいい。警戒って言ってもどうするの？外出控えるにしてもずっとは無理でしょう。逆に出かけてもらいましょうか。
Tell her the assassin, you mean?
危ないでしょそれ。そうかしら。あまり脅威ではないと思うけれど。でも鬼死にかけたんでしょ。足場が倒れてきて。その程度でリクは死なない。
I don't think it would.
魔王ならば死なない。
I get it. I can just transmigrate if things get dangerous.
魔王の力なら問題にならない。
Like, oh no, the scaffolding would pierce me. Bop, ding. You're gonna need more than that.
引っかかっているのはそこなのよ。暗殺なんて言ってしまったけれど、やり方があまりにもぬるい。もし暗殺者、視覚が存在するのなら、リクの命ではなく、何か別の狙いがありそうなのよね。
There's why I want me to act as a decoy to lure them out.
そういうこと。おそらく視覚は、私の動向に注意を払っているでしょうから、ずっとそばにいてあげられないのが難点だけど。それなら問題ない。僕なら姿を消せるし、すぐそばでリクを守れるよ。
That works, son. I'll go outside to try and lure the assassin out, and I'll stay hidden, observing and trying to work out who they are.
今日は無警戒に動いてしまったし、決行は明日以降にしましょう。
Agree. Thanks as always, Kaguya.
謝罪するなら私の方。またこちらの世界のいざこざに巻き込んでしまっているわけだし。
She stands up with a forced smile on her face.
ほいとましましょう。オリエ。はい、姫様。くれぐれも 気をつけてね。
Oh well. I had to do them goodbye at the front door before returning to the living room. I'm a lot less confident in my theory now that you didn't find any evidence. Thanks for all the help, Noah.
うん、任せて。家にいるときは平気なの？
Other than stubbing my toe, I doubt it. Beats going outside other way.
だからそれは不注意でしょ
I don't know what you're trying to imply.
う。なんでだよ。気をつけてよ、本当。
I know I am. Just supposing whoever's out there is using magic to make my luck worse. It's gonna have an impact on those around me. As long as I stay home, nothing awful should happen. But if I go outside, the potential for catastrophe goes way up.
足場が倒壊するような事故が起きる。
Kinda. There's a more generous interpretation. I think when I do go outside, I need to make sure not to go anywhere too dangerous.
車通りの多い場所とか危なそうだね。
Alright, I wouldn't even have time to transmigrate if one of those came flying at me.
やっぱ外出ない方がいいんじゃない？
Well, that won't solve the problem. We have no evidence to go off, so we have to find some clues ourselves. Hopefully there's no assassin we can all laugh about how paranoid I am. What are you worried about me?
してませんって言いたいけど、するでしょ。一回鬼を殺しかけた身としては。
Yeah, to do that, don't feel guilty.
必要なら危険も厭わないっていうのは違う気がするな。安心して、アマネ。リクは絶対に僕が守るから。
I'd be more than safe with an angel watching over me, and I'll be extra careful about either way.
お好きにどうぞ。
Amane exits the living room with a sigh. Well, she doesn't seem too thrilled about the plan.
仕方ないよ。危険なのは事実だし。本音を言えば、僕も心配だ。
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried at all.
そばで守るとは言ったけど、資格も探さなきゃいけないから、僕は空から見守ることになると思う。できれば、くるみにも協力を頼みたい。巻き込むのを懸念するのはわかる。けれど、彼女はマナカンチに長けている。きっと、誰よりも早く異変に気づけるはずだよ。
Yes, yeah. Now that I think about it, I first noticed something was strange a few days ago, but during my date with her, she didn't say anything about it at the time. The birch shit incident, which I brushed off as a stroke of bad luck, was the start of all this. If it is, then perhaps having her with me will help us get to the bottom of this. Okay, I'll talk to her about it.
家にいる間も何かあったらすぐに呼んで。
Oh, well, thanks. This turned to a big deal, though. Something about it doesn't feel quite right to me. Kaguya thinks there might be an assassin after me. Certainly hope she's wrong about that. Ideally, we'll all be laughing about what a paranoid fool I am when I take them out somewhere to apologize. Then we can forget all about it.
天使創造リブート。よーし。フローチャート画面だ。
Riku cursed. Sup? Meet up with Kurumi in front of the station. Yesterday I called her to ask if she'd help out. She readily agreed. Sorry for dragging you into this.
巻き込むとかそういうのやめようよ。私にできることなら何でもするし。てか、ここに来るまでは大丈夫だった？
Yeah, nothing happened.
ああ、くそー。異世界からの資格か。返り討ちにしてやるぜ。
She starts shadowbox while providing her own sound effects. Really, I'm glad to have her with me, although considering the risks involved, I'm still not entirely enthused about it.
このままブラブラするんだっけ？
Yep, we gotta act normal to lure out the assassin.
オッケー。
Know someone already?
香水つけてくれてる。
Oh, yeah, I am. Didn't put on too much, did I?
バッチリバッチリ。私もちゃんと持ってるよ。ハンカチ。
She takes the present I bought for her out of her bag. This is making me feel all embarrassed.
嬉しいかも。こういうの。
Yeah.
ノアちゃん見てるんだっけ？
Yep, from above.
じゃあ、あんまり あれだね。ベタベタしない感じで。
Yeah, she already knows.
やっぱ
We can act normal. I doubt she'll mind.
そっか。わかった。
Shall we start walking?
りょう。
Two of us start walking together. I already told her that we should act normally, so I was planning to start holding her hand. Knowing that no one's watching us has me unable to work up the courage. So pathetic.
ちょっとした不幸が起こるんだよね。
Yeah, a bunch of small things mainly, but one time was really bad.
一回だけ？どんな？
A bunch of scaffolding collapsed right next to me.
工事現場。それ昨日のニュースでやってたやつ？
Yeah.
あそこにリックいたの？
Yeah, walking along, minding my own business when I heard this awful noise and started running.
無事でよかった。ガチでシャレにならないじゃん。
According to Kaguya, Diablo would have been able to survive that.
魔王やば。いつでも変身できるようにしておかないとね。
Yeah, so if you notice anything, make sure to let me know. Even if it turns out to be nothing, better safe than sorry, you know.
了解。私も感度3000倍にしておかないとね。マナのセンサーのね、センサーの感度を敏感にって意味ね。
Say the weirdest things sometimes.
すぐそういう想像するリックンが悪いんじゃん。
You do realize how cliched that I'm sensitive joke is, right?
反論できん。
Not surprised.
広く浅くだからね、私。何でも興味持っちゃう。でも、無意識にあれなこと言っちゃうの、やめた方がいいよね。
Plot twist, this man is not like the fucking person that is after. Like, there's actually is an assassin, except it's not an assassin. It's a fucking rabid fanboy that is convinced that, oh no, evil Diablo took fucking Slay Sama with her. And trying to remove him so she can at least have her next life in peace. Or some bullshit. I agree, wholeheartedly.
2回も言わなくていいじゃん。気をつけよ
I don't mind if you do it with me. I'm used to it.
う。まあね、下ネタとか気軽に言い合える関係になりたいよね。どうせそのうち裸とか見せるわけだし。こういうとこか？
Yes, exactly. I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to that.
気をつけます。
We chat as we walk along, just acting as we always do. Could spend hours like this, walking, talking, maybe popping into a cafe. Hopefully this will just be another date.
あれ？
About an hour later, we found ourselves back at my place.
もう帰ってきたの？
Unfortunately.
やっほー、あまねちゃん。どうも。お兄、シャツどうしたの？
I'll explain everything when Noah gets back.
もういるよ。
She pops out of the wall.
大変だったね。
Sure was. I heave a deep, deep sigh as I sit down on the sofa. Kurumi sits down next to me with Noah and Amane on the opposite side.
お兄、すごくやつれてるけど、また事故でもあったの？
No, nothing as bad as yesterday, but it's been one thing after another.
え、そんなことある？の連続だったよね。
First, I noticed my shoelaces weren't done. No big deal, I thought. It happens. So I sat down on the side of the road to tie them back up.
そしたら、全力疾走してたおじさんのバッグが頭にヒットしたね。うわ、痛そう。
Yeah, but the dude just kept on running. After that, we went to go sit on the bench to take a break.
ベビーカーに足引かれたね。
Those things are really heavy, by the way. I should win a medal for keeping a smile on my face while the mom was apologizing to me.
不運というか、人災というか。
And the assassins kept on coming. Next, I got attacked by a tiny assassin.
え？何それ？おもちゃ買ってもらってテンション上がってたのかな、あの子。デラックス月輪刀みたいなのを通りすがりにリックにフルスイングかまして、理不尽すぎて申し訳ないけど 笑っちゃったね。
That kiss might have been the reincarnation of some hero, and his soul told him to take a swing at the big bad demon king. Anyway, that brings us to the last incident. The one that led to the large black stain on my shirt. A girl was walking along, looking at her smartphone, when she suddenly decided to veer off to the left, right into me. The cup of coffee she'd been carrying spilled all over my shirt. I couldn't stay outside in that, so we decided to come back here so I could get changed.
明らかに女性の不注意だったけれど、なぜかリクが怒られてなかった？
Because she started yelling at me first.
ざけんなよてめえ！弁償しろよ！って、きれいめのお姉さんがヤンキーみたいにブチ切れてた。
Then she threw the empty cup right at me.
理不尽な目に遭いすぎでしょう。僕の目から見ても、あのトラブルの数は異常だった。リクが不審に思うのもうなずけるよ。確かに何かありそうなんだけど。資格見つかった？いや、発見できなかった。魔法を使われた感覚みたいなのもなかったな。私が気づけなかっただけかもだけど。
The ultimate plan. Go to a fucking convention center, transmigrate, just walk around as if you're cosplayers. Because, first of all, he doesn't have to quick react in case something is about to hit him that could actually kill his regular human self, but wouldn't kill the actual demon self. And two, she would be able to be in her demon form, which allows for higher sensitivity to mana and overall mana control. Without being suspicious to people.
実はナチュラルにお兄の運が悪かった。
I'd be inclined to agree with you if all these incidents hadn't occurred in a space of half an hour. Knows the right sums going on.
普段から運が悪いならまたかーってなるけど、そうじゃないもんね。何らかの力が働いていると見ていいと思う。ただ、その力が何なのかわからない。
We need a fucking... we need some Dekaja up in this bitch. It was Dekaja, right? Was it Dekunda? No, it was Dekunda. Dekunda is the one for yourself, right? The Kunda, since it gets rid of... Yeah, of all the Unda skills. Dekunda nullifies all non-special stat debuffs that have been inflicted to all allies. There we go. I'm nodding. I'm not crazy. And one of the first fucking like search results for just Dekunda is just Dekunda is practically useless right on the Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4 Games Facts page. Please explain why you think otherwise. I think I've used it once total in both P3 and P4 to dispel Marakunda, the enemy cast me. Apart from that, I've never bothered. Dekaja, on the other hand, is a lifesaver. But I only used it twice every boss fight, and third time when the fight Izanami and Izanami no Kami. Can't you say it's useless? Well, just say it's rare to use. I think status effects are pretty useless. I don't remember using them, most likely because of my bad memories of the Mitsuru from Mitsuru's Tentarafu. Anyways.
なかなか厄介そうな。誰か来た？
Stand up and look at the door camera. It's Oria. Kaguya doesn't seem to be with her. Come on in. Speaking to the speaker before rushing over to unlock the door.
失礼いたします。
Is Kaguya not with you today?
姫様が動けば目につきますので。
Then she's assuming the assassin's keeping an eye on me. Lead Oria into the living room.
オリエちゃんだ。やっほー。こんにちは。お二人はこれからお出かけというわけではなさそうですね。
She concludes upon seeing my coffee-stained shirt. We just came back so I could get changed.
大変だったよ。バッグでどつかれたり、 デラックス月輪刀で切られたり。
Phrasing.
無事なのですか？ごめんごめん。おもちゃの刀ね。
I experienced the brute strength of a rambunctious young kid.
ああ、それは災難でしたね。資格について聞きに来たなら申し訳ないけれど成果なしだ。発見できなかった。そうでしたか。谷風さんに一つお伺いしたいのですが。
Sure, but first take a seat.
なんか飲みます？くるみ先輩も。いえ、結構です。じゃあ私も大丈夫です。よろしいですか？
Go for it. What do you start to explain without taking a seat?
谷風さんを襲う不運、徐々に被害が大きく、そして頻度も高くなっているのではありませんか？
Oh, didn't I tell you guys that? Yeah, they're getting a lot worse.
なるほど。であれば、いくら周辺を見張っても死角は見つからないでしょうね。なんか分かってる感じだ。確信できなかったので昨日は話さなかったのですが、実は心当たりがあり、一日かけて調べておりました。おそらく谷風さんはとある魔法をかけられています。
What magic would that be?
古来要人の暗殺に用いられたいわゆる呪いと呼ばれる類のものです。
Well, yeah, no one would assume it's a fucking assassination if a man's just got in a fucking accident.
対象の運気を徐々に下げるという非常に単純な魔法です。使用するマナも少なく、痕跡は残りにくい。特に谷風さんは強力なマナをお持ちですから。谷風さん自身のマナの気配に紛れてしまい、呪いの発生源であるマナを探知できないのでしょう。
So, what you're saying is that the assassin isn't using magic on me every time, but used it once on me a while ago?
十中八九、間違いないでしょう。魔法の正体が分かったってことは解けるんだよね。
Or else there's gonna be some bullshit you need to kill the caster then.
残念ですが、そう簡単にはいかないでしょう。呪いの発生源を除去できれば良いのですが、位置の特定は困難です。先ほど言った通り、谷風さんのマナが強すぎる上に、
would lead to it running wild, right?
そのため最も安全かつ確実な方法は呪いをかけた人物を探し出すこと。
There's no avoiding it, I guess.
近くにはいないんだよね。見つけるの無理じゃない？もう異世界に帰ってるかもしれないし。その可能性も捨てきれませんが、低いと思います。ゲートを開くにはそれなりに手間がかかります。気軽に行き来できるのであれば、姫様も私もそうしていますから。そっか、そうだよね。とはいえ、その可能性もゼロではありませんが、まだこの世界にいるのであれば、おそらくすぐ近くにいます。谷風さんにかけられた呪いは運に作用します。つまり非常に不安定なものです。事故死に見せかけることができるという利点はありますが、その事故がいつ起こるかはわからない。明日かもしれないし、来週、来年、10年後かもしれません。先ほど私は古来と申しました。あまりにも確実性に書くので誰も使わない、消えつつある魔法です。姫様がおっしゃった通り、魔王の暗殺に用いるにはあまりにもぬるい。
She also said they might be after something else.
はい、私はこう考えています。谷風さんの命を狙うために呪いをかけたのではなく、谷風さんの精神を削るためではないか。
Well, good for them because it's working. Can't even go to the store without worrying anymore. It's stressing me out. The assassin's waiting for me to weaken then.
はい。弱らせた上で谷風さんの命を狙うのか、はたまた別の狙いがあるのか。 近くにいるって思うのはどうして？待つだけなら近くにいる必要はなさそうだけど。訂正します。残っているのは手がかりですね。この呪いをかけるためには対象者に触れる必要があるのです。要人であれば接触できるものは限られますからね。すぐに露見します。なので誰も使わない。今回の場合不特定多数が対象になりますが、多少は絞れるでしょう。
The guy he bumped into at the Starbucks. Has to be someone who touched me. Take it back. It was all I came back when I went on that date with Kurumi. Starbucks fucker. Starbucks fucker. Only people who touched me then were. How long does the contact need to be? They couldn't do it by just brushing against my shoulder or anything, could they?
ある程度しっかりと触る必要はありますね。
Never mind then. So it wouldn't be anyone I was just walking past then.
それなら、はい、心当たりがあります。
Kurumi raises her hand into the ear.
りっくんさ、人とぶつか
Never
ったよね。
mind! It just said it needs to be a more fucking substantial contact. When was... Oh. When we started lining up at the Starbucks.
結構強めにぶつかってたから記憶に残ってたんだよね。
Yeah, we did, and never got a good look at them.
私も顔は見えなかったんだけど、小柄な子だった。多分女の子だと思う。
An assassin is a little girl.
あの日から始まったならその子しかいないと思う。その記憶どれくらい鮮明に覚えてる？割と。私そこそこ記憶力いいよ。送ってくれるかな？オッケー、テレパシーね。
Kurumi immediately transforms.
なあちゃんだけみんなに送る？一応私も手伝えるかもしれませんし、私にもお願いします。
Send him to me too. I want to know as much as possible.
オッケー。こんな形で役に立つとはな。
Kurumi shuts her eyes. Sends her mana flooding into me, and the next moment, a vivid image appears in my mind.
どう？届いた。ありがとう。なるほど。彼女ですね。帽子かぶってる。見るからに怪しい。隠しているのかもしれませんね。角、あるいは耳を。
I just realized. Imagine.
設定画面だね。
If I could imagine.
サウンド関係よ。
Is she available here?
私ゲーム今日の優勝。
俺の声は
さて音量は私の子。私の子。はいはいし。
我が名はアリオン。魔
She's
王
not
アリ
actually available here. She's
僕
not
の名前
actually.
は白
What's
雪。
accidentally muted?
僕の名前は白雪のあ。天より使
The
命を
fucking
下された
girl
天
that
使だ。
Clavia was hanging out with. Imagine if she was actually also from the other world. Just here for far longer, just biding her time. I think she's a demon.
とはいえ、余計な先入観は捜索の邪魔になりますね。彼女を見つけましょう。大事に至る前に。捜索なら僕が適任だね。屋内に身を隠していようが僕には関係ない。手始めにこの辺りを探してみる。東大元暮らし。意外とすぐそばに潜伏しているかもしれない。ありがとう、くるみ。助かったよ。
That Noah passes through a wall to begin her search. I need to remember to thank her later.
すぐに見つかれば良いのですが、私も可能な限り協力いたします。
Thanks. And now we know who it is. Do you still want me to act? Do you still want me acting naturally so she doesn't suspect anything?
はい。しばらくご負担をかけることにはなりますが。
Well, from what you said, the curse affects my surroundings, yeah. I'm not going to be able to avoid everything, but I should be able to avoid anything catastrophic happening as long as I'm careful. Just stay away from anywhere potentially dangerous, and worst I'll come away with is some dirty clothes. It's fine.
問題ないかな。心配ではあるよね。
Honest to God, there isn't any harm to him, like, staying home, like, maybe 2 days or so. Like, it could just... Because, like, here's the thing. You can probably fool the assassinate, thinking that it's just him going, you know what? I don't got good luck lately. I'm gonna stay home today. And tomorrow, maybe. And then after that, I'll try again, maybe. Like, maybe keep it to a trip to the fucking supermarket. Don't completely shut yourself in, because if you completely shut yourself in, it'll become suspicious, but try to limit the amount of time you spend outside, like someone that's just not having a good day, essentially. Kurumi transforms back to normal and forces a smile.
ちょっと外出ただけであれだもんね。命に関わりそうなのはさすがになかったけど。耐えていただくしかありませんね。少しでも早く見つけられるよう尽力いたします。では、本日はこれで。
Woody bows and heads towards the front door. Stand up and see her off. Thanks for coming all the way here.
いえ、こちらに来ていただくわけにはいかないですからね。それでは。
With Woody gone, I returned to the living room. Let's try making progress now, thanks to you, Kurumi.
やっとりっくんの役に立てたね。
Well, still bothering you?
バリバリ気にしてる。こっから挽回してくから。って、りっくん大変なのに喜んでちゃダメだね。
That's fine, you're a huge help. りっくん、くるみ？ Huh?
いやー、いつの間にそんな仲になったのかなーと。
I just realized that the soundtrack is called Oh Gott I Kann.
あー、まだカッコ仮ですか。カッコ仮？正式にはまだっていうか。でもキスしてるんですよね。全部筒抜け。
My suspicions have been proven correct. Why would you do this to me, Noah? Why?
その、あまねちゃん？はい？あまねちゃんとゲームしたいって言ったの、りっくん目当てってわけじゃないからね。出しに使ったとか、そういうのじゃないから、そこだけは誤解しないでね。それは別に思ってないですけど。ほんと？よかった。またゲームしてくれる？まあ、はい。ありがとう。ちょっと。
Kurumi latches onto Amane. That was an impressively forceful way to change the topic.
次いつやる？いつゲームする？別にいつでもいいですけど。約束ね、約束。はあ。よーし、今日はもう帰ろっかな。りっくん、気をつけて。外出るときはまた呼んで。
Will do.
それじゃあお邪魔しました。
Oh. She darts out of the front door before I even have time to get up. I'll text her later to say thank you again.
別にさ、あれこれ言うつもりはないんだけど。
What?
目の前でイチャつかれるとこっちが気まずいんですけど。
You weren't flirting though?
いや、十分イチャついてたから。
Sorry.
ああいうのは自分の部屋とかでやってよね。もう。
I mean, what would you do? But the sigh Amane leaves the living room. Personally, I thought Kurumi and I were acting perfectly normal. If it looked like flirting to Amane, though, then I suppose that goes to show how close Kurumi and I have gotten. I mean, we've kissed. I would say a lot of our relationship if we were still acting like total strangers. We've basically confirmed that an assassin is after me, but I'm more upset my little sister got pissed off at me. Honestly, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Kurumi's the only reason that I still don't believe everything's going to be alright. That I still believe everything's going to be alright. Things are far worse than the last time this issue came up, but now I have Kurumi to support me. Not to mention Noah, Kage, and Ori as well. they'll care about me, and they're doing everything they can to help me. For now, my personal problems are secondary. What's important is to be careful yet aggressive in trying to lure the assassin out. Still don't know if they're after my life or something else entirely. By the way, I'm going to make sure this is resolved quickly, so that everyone else can get back to their normal lives as well. I could have print screened there. Good to know. Good to know. Find the assassin. That is another chapter done. So I guess one chapter fucking pop is a good idea. I guess I'll use this as the thumbnail. It's possible. Actually, hold on. In this one, right? In this one, I ended up using this one, so I could just use this one as the thumbnail. It's still somewhat relevant. Anyways, up guys, this one. See you next time. Bye.